All right, Leo, this one's for you. This is for the period between September 2nd through 11th, about the next 10 days or so. And what we're seeing here is the effect on your mind or mental state, body or physical state, and then spiritual or your soul. As far as the mind is concerned, what we have here is the energy of Venus and Pisces. And now, submission is an interesting term, but more importantly, I want to show you the image here because it's really very important. The image is of a bird in a cage with the door open, and the bird chooses to stay in the cage. Okay, so the idea here is that it's willing, right? The term submission is important because it implies the act of giving in. It's not, you're not being dominated and forced. You are choosing. Now, in this particular circumstance, as far as mind or the mental state, what this really refers to is there's an idea that you're holding on to that you need to let go of. There's a way of thinking, an idea, a conspiracy theory, some type of thought form or worldview that you're holding. It's time to let go of because it's hurting you. As far as the body is concerned, and now let me go back to that. During this period of time, it is conducive for you to do that. It's actually lending for you to do that during this period. So now's not a bad time to recognize the door's open and step out of that cage. The body's interesting too, and it may even have something to do with the mind here, because what this is referring to, the term they use is speculation. We have Jupiter in Cancer. And what we're referring to as far as speculation with respect to the body is everybody knows this person, right? The one that goes on WebMD, looks up a couple of symptoms, then goes on Facebook and professes that they've diagnosed themselves with brain tumors, right? So it's important not to jump to conclusions when it comes to your health, the health of others, things that we couldn't possibly understand on our own, and to consider the source of the information, and maybe if it is something that's serious, consider employing an expert, whether that be a doctor, or something related to that, or if it's something else that's physical in the life that you go to the people who know, instead of sort of focusing on building up the anxiety but not really having the chance to maybe do something about it. Now, as far as the spirit is concerned, what we have here on the idea of status is not a bad card either. We have Jupiter in Taurus, and this falls in the spiritual center of this reading, and that's what we're referring to here. And you know this from your power as Leo. When it's needed, you can draw on that. But what this refers to is the idea that because of that, when you're in those powerful states, you tend to put yourself above others and sort of have this elitist view, which can be potentially damaging sometimes. Status is typically earned, not always. I mean, look at some celebrities that are famous for literally no other reason than being famous. But also, status is, and this is the important lesson here, temporary. Things always change where you get knocked down, or someone else gets moved up, or you get moved up when you didn't earn it, or they get moved up above you and you earned it and they didn't, right? It's kind of a constant play, and it's not a persistent state. So keep that in mind. Status always changes. What can't change, if you choose, is how you react to that, and that you stay empowered throughout regardless. Okay. And now if you need any particular advice on your individual circumstance, please give me a call at that number or leave a voicemail, or you can send me a text message, direct mail, or email, and I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can with any particular either it's on the mind side and you want to see how that would connect to a certain circumstance, or on body and soul, how that would connect as well. Otherwise, thank you so much, and we'll see you in the next 10 days. Bye now.